Hi there, welcome to part 2. It's Daniel here showing you the Atmos InterCombi. I've undone the screws already. Let's pop the front panel off. On the front panel here we've got an on-off switch. I don't think I need to tell you what that's for. We've got a temperature selector. We can press and hold and set to central heating temperature and the hot water temperature. We've got a button to decide whether the hot water store is on or on its economy self-learning setting or off completely. That's something to get the hot water coming through to you nice and quick. A lot of early combis, you might be waiting a minute or two for hot water. Not with this one. It keeps a little bit of hot water inside ready for you, so when you turn the tap on, it's right there ready. This light shows you what the boiler is doing. It's got different numbers for whether it's running for heating, hot water, whether it's lighting, purging, or what have you. A reset button, if that light ever flashes, something must have gone wrong. And the pressure gauge, that shows the pressure in the central heating system. Anyway, let's take the cover off and I'll show you why this boiler is better than the others. 2 screws, the cover pulls straight off. The first difference is a simple thing, anybody could do it, but it's only Atmos who seem to do it. That's the central heating expansion vessel. It's on a hinge, you can open it easily. And as you can see, there'll be no problem changing that. Drop the pressure in the heating, spin one nut undone, one clip here, it comes off, we can put a new one on inside 5 minutes. On almost every other Kombi, that's mounted on the back. So to change it, the boiler has to come off the wall, be completely decommissioned, it's a day's work for somebody. So that's a really nice advantage. I had to change one of those the other day, and I was very thankful. It was in a loft, it was in an awkward space, I was very thankful it's as easy as this. Not much to look at inside, is there? There's a pump. That circulates the central heating water. It's an ordinary domestic pump. Any ordinary pump you could buy anywhere will go on there. Made by Velo, it's a standard part. That's a gas valve. Very typical multifunction gas valve with a spark generator on and a spark plug lead up to the top of the boiler here. Gas comes in through here, gets sucked in by this big fan and blown into the burner here. We call it a premix burner. And this kind of burner gives us the most efficient burn, a gas air mix or a premix burner, used in all the best boilers. Very similar setups you'll find on any other boiler this, no difference there. What else is there? Not very much. There's no diverter valve to change from heating to hot water. The Atmos boiler gets around that by having a dual pass heat exchanger. There's just a simple paddle float switch here that shows the boiler when hot water's flowing. That's easy to repair if there's a problem. It unscrews, the paddle comes out, you can clean it, put it back in. There's a temperature sensor there to make sure the hot water is at the right temperature. 2 temperature sensors on the heat exchanger. A pressure relief valve here, should the heating get too pressurised or too hot. And that's about it. No diverter, no secondary heat exchanger to scale up. But I saved the best till last. Let me tell you the most important bit. Is this heat exchanger. This is a unique design. You can see at the side here some bits of copper pipe, can't you? Can you get those? Just at the side here there's some bits of copper pipe. This heat exchanger consists of a zigzag shape of copper tube, one for the heating and another thinner one for the hot water, then cast in a big aluminium block, just like the bulletproof cast iron heat exchangers of old, but made of aluminium, which doesn't corrode in the same way. To service that, all we need to do is spin the nut of this gas valve, take these Allen keys out, and the whole front comes off. But what's so special about this pipe in aluminium is that the water only ever sees copper. It sees unrestricted, thick copper tube, and the heat only ever sees cast aluminium. So this heat exchanger has, as I said in my last video, a 10-year warranty. And to date, there are, I think, nearly 700,000 of these installed worldwide. There have been no heat exchanger breakdowns. There have been no diverter valve failures because there isn't one. And in our experience of these, we've changed the odd circuit board, everything electronic has problems in the end. Changed the odd pump, again no pump lasts forever. Occasional fan maybe, but basically they're very reliable. And we want to fit something for our customers that's going to give them good performance, good economy and good reliability. Because the last thing anybody wants is to keep calling you back and saying, Daniel, my boiler's broken. Daniel, this thing you fitted me is rubbish. I would gladly fit this for myself, I'd fit it for my mother, I fit it for my grandmother, I fit it for my neighbours, because this boiler, to our knowledge, is the best on the market. If you think I'm wrong, leave me some feedback on YouTube and say I'm wrong. But pound for pound, the best value on the market, by no means the most expensive, and we'd love to fit one for you.